When it comes to first-person shooters, reload animations already peaked quite a while ago. At least I don't see how you could beat Hunt Showdown. Those animations are fantastically detailed and they've got that kind of realism that makes you nod in satisfaction. With a third-person perspective, there's a lot more work to do, more to animate because you can't hide as much outside of the frame, and as a result they tend to be a little simpler. But then along comes Resident Evil Requiem, and oh hell yeah did they put effort into those animations. Again, the good kind that's satisfying to watch. It makes you reload more often for no reason, just to watch it. Usually characters reload by spawning cartridges out of their empty hand and inserting them instead of physically reaching into a pocket or ammo pouch and then inserting them. Leon doesn't do that. He doesn't magically conjure cartridges out of nowhere. He actually has to do it the hard way. All right, let's take a look at the eye candy. And I don't mean Leon, I don't swing that way, but a lot of people have been slobbering over him. Fair enough, I guess. Funny thing is, when I first saw his design in Requiem, I thought, wow, he's gotten old. Then I realized the first time I saw him in Resident Evil 2 is 28 years ago. He's not actually that much older than I am now, but he sure has aged better. Oh well, what can I say? That right there is nice. Press check too. Okay, suppressed. All right, so there you can see one thing they have to cheat on, of course. You know, when he puts the magazine back, it disappears. How else are they supposed to do it? But I really like this. I like that he actually puts the other magazine back, which particularly when it's not empty, that's what you want to do. Usually characters just drop it. And of course, gamers tend to be a little obsessive with the reloading. I'm guilty of that myself. Sometimes I see, oh, 14 out of 16 cartridges, better hit reload right now. So yeah, you'd be wasting a lot by just dumping the mag on the ground, not picking it up. So I like to see this. And interestingly, when he's fired all of them and the magazine is empty, he does actually dump it. You can see right there, just quick flick of the wrist, just ejects it, and there you go. I mean, you might still want to save that empty mag, but it is faster to dump it. Also, the smoke coming out after firing is a nice touch. Totally unnecessary, but it looks very good. And they really didn't take any shortcuts there. Even though they have to make the mag disappear, Leon really goes all the way down with his hand, and it really makes it look like he's actually inserting the magazine into a pouch. So I appreciate that. Oh yeah, that's a high skill reload right there. First off, flipping the shotgun over gives you better access to the loading port, and he grabs 2 shells at once and loads them like that. Some people are incredibly fast with that method. He's got them stacked in his hand, so beautiful. And again, they did not cheat at all. After he inserts the first shell, you can still see him holding on to the second shell with his pinky finger. However, I have to say, while looking for footage, I found high guard, and this shotgun reload animation is just as good, and arguably even a little smoother still. Just look at this triple reload. 1, 2, 3. Very awesome. There with the full stock shotgun, they did an entirely different animation because of the length. So he puts it up on his shoulder to be able to access it better, because just flipping it around like this would be more awkward with that length. So very impressive. They clearly did their research. Also, trigger discipline. He keeps the finger off the trigger the entire time. That's the kind of thing I notice and appreciate. Here again, swaps the magazines, puts the other one back. Press check. Nice. And you can see they made a different animation for each firearm. They could have tried to recycle some, or at least, you know, take the same one and modify it a little bit, but no, it's completely separate animation. I mean, I guess it's mocap, but either way. So there again, you can see that he takes out 2 cartridges that he has physically in his hand and then inserts them. In other words, the animation has to be different depending on the number of cartridges reloaded. Totally unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And there it is. Entire handful, all inserted one by one, which takes longer. And for gameplay purposes, that makes sense too, because it makes you think about, do I want to reload now? And this as well, very nice. The chamber is empty, so he inserts a shell into the chamber first before he flips it over and feeds the magazine through the loading gate. That one's single shot, quick reload. So it will require a lot of practice to do it that smoothly and quickly, but he's had plenty. And there's the hand cannon. Yep, satisfying. And there, it's just 2 cartridges being ejected, and then he reloads 2. He doesn't dump everything. Very nice. And it doesn't end there. When he's holding a flashlight, he tucks it between his neck and his shoulder to hold it. He's really giving away his age there. I kind of miss rotary phones. Anyway, wow. Like, just about everyone else would have just made it disappear and, defaulted to the standard reload animation. The fact that they thought of that and included it is quite impressive. Here, Requiem and Red Dead Redemption 2 juxtaposed, 8 years apart, but that in of itself doesn't mean much. Just graphic quality increasing over time doesn't say anything about the quality of the animation. And this in particular really shows it. Again, he has them in his hand, whereas Arthur is cheating. He's just growing them from his hand and just putting them in extremely fast. So, quicker reload, so superior in that sense. But I actually prefer when it's like that, when you have to think about it, when you can't just, hit reload just any time and it'll be lightning fast almost instantaneously. I like when there's a tactical element to it, when you have to be mindful of, okay, do I have the time to reload right now? Am I better off switching to a secondary, things like that. And it looks more satisfying that way. Overall, Requiem is looking amazing and has very positive reviews so far. Some of them written by fake AI-generated people that don't exist. Don't get me started on that. I would go on another rant, but anyway. And I would have loved to play it, but I'm a little too stingy. At that price tag, I'm just going to wait for a sale. I don't even know why I'm this stingy, because I grew up with games that were more expensive. I mean, Super Nintendo games back in the 90s, the prices were often the same number, but adjusted for inflation. I don't know where I picked up that stinginess. I mean, back then people also earned more, weren't quite as exploited as they are now. So there's that. But anyway, before I go off on a tangent, I just wanted to talk about that because I approve of this very much. What do you think? Does this enhance your gameplay experience to see this kind of detail? Do you find it as satisfying as I do? Or do you not care as much? Either way, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and take care.